start the stream and see. Let's turn that down a bit. We don't need the live. And we're just gonna see what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna share this around a little bit. That. Just sharing this around for those of you who are jumping in right now. Yeah, thrilling stuff, isn't it? Okay, and just a couple more here. You're on Metal Audio Engineers. And we can paste that. Perfect. Okay, we're out on Twitter. I think we're good here. Let's see how we're doing. All right. Hey, Nils, Adam Fox. Holy crap, 72 people on here already. Jeez. I just want to say hi to everybody from Europe. I thought I'd try scheduling this to coincide with your schedule a little bit better, and that should work. So yeah, just hi to everybody in Europe. Should be cool. We got, let me see. Okay, Andrew Conkey asks, hey Glenn, thoughts on the Line 6 HD 100 tube head? Haven't tried it, but I know Ulrich Wild has one of those Line 6 Bogner heads, one of those tube hybrid thingies, and he really digs it. So, you know, Ulrich's come up with some good guitar tones over the years, so hey, why not? I do want to get my hands on like a spider valve and try it out and see what that's all about. So we'll see what's up. So yes, greeting from Portugal. Wow, look at all these people. Oh, 3:29 a.m. in Australia, land of dingoes and kangaroos. Very nice to see you there, Harvester of Tone. Holy crap! Hey, oh, here we go. Hey, Glenn, what do you think of USB to quarter-inch cables? I have one hose and it's rubbish with constant beeping and input lag. Okay, that does sound like rubbish. Hold on a second. Oh, ow. Fuck, that hurt. Ouch. Oh. Got myself in the shins and it fell on my foot as well. Yeah. Fucking crap I do for you. God, I didn't realize this episode was going to be a fucking hazard to my health. Ouch. Okay. Well, here's the insane thing. I have one of the new Hosa Edge cables, and this is like Mogami spec. This stuff is incredible. So if you're bitching about Hosa cable, maybe spend the money on the good ones, because these are absolutely fucking killer. I'm gonna pop this out here. I mean, I don't know how well I'm focused, but there's a nice solder job there. You know, nice strain relief. Everything's what it should be for a quarter-inch cable. So I'm guessing you might have cheaped out. That's my thoughts anyway. Because the ones I got are just fucking wicked. Super impressed. So I don't know what to tell you there, man. Oh, my foot really hurts because I just dropped a computer on it. Okay, hold on. We got... Glenn, have I ever used amp sims on a professional recording? No, I have not. That's a good fucking question. That's a great fucking question. No, I actually have not. You know, it's like, why am I going to use amp sims when I got the real fucking thing? Glenn, how good are the comps on the Octo Pre Dynamic? Better than you think they would be. They're not, you know, they're not super, what's the word I'm looking for? Super versatile. They kind of do one thing and one thing only, but hey, why not? What do you think about the Positive Red bias head and rack? I haven't had a chance to try one yet. Hey, Jeff, have I done a mathcore band? Well, I did a math rock band, but not math metal, so to speak. So, maybe. Do you recommend guitar heads for the studio? Yeah, that's easy. 5150, Rev Generator 120. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, like on the cheaper end, some of the Joyo stuff's actually really, really good. So there you go. Best response active monitors under $400. Good idea. I don't know. Maybe the new Adams, the TVs. I think you can get them for around $400 a set. I'm hearing some good things about those already. The Summer Triangle wants to ask cheap outboard gear or good plugins. Damn! I'm going to write that down. That's actually a great question. That might be... That's a really good subject for a video, actually. You know what? Right now, I'm gonna go with outboard gear. Cheap outboard versus plugins. That's interesting. Yeah, like the Octoprix Dynamic or the DBX 160s. I'm gonna write this down before it runs away. Depends on what you'd call cheap, but whatever. Hey, everybody there. Okay. You know the band Extinction Level event? Ori, Extinction Level event was in the video for The Eagle Has Landed. Go look it up. They're good friends of mine. Fucking warm in here. Been really fucking chilly the last couple days. Try the new FMR outboard gear. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. Let's see here. Octoprix Dynamic DBX 160, the FMR. Brandon's actually got a FMR really nice compressor. We should get him over here and get him to try it out. FMR DBX. And let me see here. What's another cheap piece of outboard gear? Oh yeah, Octoprix. Gonna have to see if I can find a dirt cheap EQ for that. Yeah, in depth on mixing guitar would be great. Okay. Yes, Adam Fox Reaper plays very nicely with a lot of different plugins. Absolutely, it's super versatile. That's why I use it. I really want to. I got my hands on Studio One. I really need to try it out. As I don't know if you guys know, but TGU is coming up next week. That's Toman Gearhead University, and that's gonna be pretty killer. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and. Glenn, give me a Tinder description. There we go. Overweight, overworked, 47-year-old. Hang on, I'm not single. I can't finish that. Creep Factor. What do you think of the secondary drum in front of a kick drum called a woofer? Hold that thought. Actually, what you're talking about is a low frequency transducer like this from Solomon Microphones. This is the Solomon Low Freak. This thing is incredible. I use this all the time and it's just awesome. It's like a Yamaha sub kick, except a million times better. I'm so impressed by this. I sold my sub kick and I just use this instead. This is also really cool to team up with a with like a Roswell Mini K47 if you're miking up a bass cab, say like the dark glass bass cab. Get this in nice and close, get the super low frequencies, and then you know, use the dark glass for, or I mean, excuse me, use the Roswell for all the rest of it. This thing is awesome. Can't say enough good things about it. I really got to demo this and show how this is working. I'm talking about the second thinner drum is the same size as the kick. Nah, get one of these. Yes, of course, I've seen the bass player support group video. What's my mic setup right now? This is an SM7 into an Empirical Labs distressor. Will I demo a solar guitar from Old England? Of course. I've actually just been talking to the guys at Solar. We're just working on something right now. Of course, we're going to make that happen. If the Solars are anything like the Ola Washburns, they're going to be fucking great. And I'd really like to have one here in the studio because I think was just absolutely fucking amazing. Let me ask if I used FL Studio. No, I have not. Not really my thing. Are you coming to the Toman event, Glenn? Yes, of course I'm coming to the Toman event. Oh man, through so many questions here. Yeah, we're going to be having that meet and greet thing at the Toman event as well. So I think it's the Friday or the Saturday. So yeah, if you're in and around, Trippendorf or Bamberg or somewhere like that, come on by, come hang out. Yeah, it should be fun. Oh, Steve from Boston. Everybody say hi to Steve from Boston, better known as Pixie Licks. Very good friend for the last 3 years, fellow YouTuber, just awesome guitar player. Oh my God, Jen's here. Holy shit. Hey, everybody, it's Jen from Evanescence. Everyone say hi to Jen. Everyone say hi to Steve. Can you headbang for me? I recently lost my hair. Yes, Ben, I will. I'll be more happy to. Ow! Ow! Yeah, okay. Let's not get the haircut in the mic. That's the on-the-job hazard of that. I'll try that again. Okay. That's better. Okay. That was fucking great. Oh, hey, Ed Dana's here too. Hey, Ed Dana. Does Jen like Jen? For the blooper reel. How are the glasses staying on? I didn't even think of that. The trick is you don't have to move much when you've got very long hair. Oh shit. Hey Charles, yeah, dude, I've worked in manufacturing for 20 years, so I do understand the on-the-job hazards about having long hair. I almost got scalped in a fan once at my day job. Not fun. It was too damn close, and somebody needed to move the fuck out of the way so I could get by. So, oh yeah, you know what? The hair snag has to be on the new intro. Yes, I agree. You know what? I'm writing that down. That's a wonderful idea. Okay, hair snag on new intro. Cool. How old am I? I'm 47. Yes, Jesse, Stupid Musician text is actually in development. It's on the way. Not going to give away. I'm doing something special for the next episode, so yeah, stay with me. How do I get rid of 4K on metal guitars, or how do I get rid of fizz? Well, yeah, just take a notch filter around 4K and drop it down. Go with a real narrowband parametric and just take it down about 8 or 10 dBs. How many kids do I have? I have none. I have a studio. That's enough. Do I master and Reaper? Yes, of course. Do I watch Workaholics? No, I'm too busy making content for you guys. Any contest entries yet? I don't know if I have any contest entries yet. I haven't checked. I plan on doing that next week because I plan on doing react videos with everybody at TGU. That should be a lot of fun. Get some celebrities in there and we're going to watch your videos. Yeah, that should be awesome. What could I recommend for transient designers? I don't know. I don't use transient designers. Have I heard of Caius? Yes. I do a video with Nita together with you. Okay, hey, that sounds like way too much fun. Yes, I want to definitely get Nita Strauss and Jen Mujera in a video, just shredding around me. This will be hilarious. Why? Oh, here we go. Here's a good question. Why don't engineers align drum tracks before they send them to me? Phases all over the place and I have to sit there and fix it. Oh, but does it need to be fixed? That's the question you really need to ask yourself. Maybe just flip the phase button, because on most of the really amazing records with the really amazing drum sounds from the 70s and 80s when they were still recording on analog tape, it wasn't possible to sit there and just nudge all the different mics and get them in better, because I'd really question if you're actually making the drums sound better. I don't know. Maybe leave the mics the way how the hell they are and just work with the phase and work within your limitations. Limitations cause creativity, and creativity is something sorely lacking in today's metal production. Somebody asked if I still record my bass through guitar amp since making that video. I did it a couple times, and then I got the dark glass amp, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm just using the dark glass because that's just freaking amazing. The one thing I'm not doing is doing direct bass anymore. Well, I'll do like a dry track, but when it comes to bass guitar, yes, I'm definitely miking an amp. Is it bad to use a tape machine on a metal mix? Of course not. With all the great plugins out there, how necessary is outboard gear? That's a fantastic question. That's something I'm going to investigate. I'm going to be putting the distressor up against, the slate, and we're going to take a look at that. I'm like, because that's really high end stuff. Can the slate distressor be as good as the real distressor? I don't know. What tutorials do I have planned for the future? Perhaps audio engineering. What do you mean? It's all audio engineering. Can you be a little more specific? Greetings from the Navajo Nation. Awesome. Thank you. Oh man, just too many freaking questions all coming at one time. Do I believe in overproduction? Yes. It's called modern metal. What's my preferred method of connecting outboard gear to my computer? Cable, patch bay, pretty simple stuff. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. XLR usually goes to the patch bay, and then the patch bay, it might be XLR, it might be stereo quarter inch. It really doesn't matter how it's terminated as long as the connections are solid. Oh, Chernobyl Studios asks something. Yes. Hey, Chernobyl Studios, you are really going to want to watch tomorrow's video. Actually, I just finished that off. Glenn, coolest guitar ever. The 29 fret Washburn Spitfire from 1988 that I have. It's freaking awesome. Any recommendations for a good audio interface? Lelouch v Britannia. Ha! Lelouch the Rebellion. How's it going, dude? You didn't really tell me how many channels you want. Really, you can't go wrong with the Focusrite stuff or the audience stuff. Both are great. If you want something really amazing, get the RME. That's what I use. The RME stuff is just simply magnificent. Hey man, I'm a drummer who's completely blind, so I like having all my drums fairly close together. Would this be a problem in the studio? And if so, how should I sort this? That's a good question. I don't know. It really depends on what kind of music you want to play. If your drums are close together, that's not a problem. It's if your cymbals are close to the toms, that becomes a bit of a problem. I mean, like, obviously that's a legitimate thing, legitimate gripe, a legitimate complaint. Most drummers just fucking lazy or just like to whine too much. Okay, if you've got a vision problem, that's a little something different. But then again, since I'm using the Earthworks mics, which are a lot lower profile, might be a little easier to do that. That would be really cool to check out. See how that go. Anyway, yeah. What else is here? Greetings from Ecuador. Awesome. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Ever try the WGS speakers? Bought a couple of them, and they really sound great. Yes, they do. I've got some WGS speakers in my Rev cabinet, and it sounds fucking stellar. And I'm going to be working with WGS Canada and trying out a couple different things from those guys. Possibly, maybe, going to see if I can find like a dummy cab or something I can load things up with and try a few things out. Hey Glenn, what instrument do I start recording first, and is it over and guide. Usually start with the drums. Maybe we'll do a scratch track with guitars, or, just try and, capture the drummer playing off the floor. I miss those days. We really need to do that more. The sound of excitement. I really, really miss that. What do you think? What do you think, opinion on the loudness war? I think the loudness war is one of the worst things to ever happen in music. I do need to do a video on that. Yes, let me talk about that. That's not a kind of video that happens overnight, though. Yeah, that's something I really need to talk about. Okay, whoa. The Summer Triangle asks, working with a band that has been sending me their tracks to mix. They keep getting upset. I kick back the tracks and want another take. How do you draw the line from being an asshole to just pushing the band for a good product? Well, ask them, what do they want? Do they want a good product, or do they just want you to kiss their asses? Ask them what their priority is. There's nothing wrong with pushing the artist. To just let them know straight up, dude, I'm not a miracle worker. Yes, I can fix things, but don't you think it would sound better if you just played better? Just ask basic questions. What do you guys really want? Because if you want something substandard that I just have to fix, yes, we can do that. But if you want to do something better than that, you're going to have to step up. Period. And that's a common problem. I can already see where that argument's coming from. So, good for you for pushing the tracks back. I've had to do that a few times too. It's like, if I'm doing a mix or something like that and I get dry tracks, I'm supposed to reamp, and, the guitars are, there's open strings buzzing away, or, it's just not a high quality recording. I will kick the tracks back and say, okay, do it again, do it better. It is possible. So yeah, good for you, dude. Seriously, for pushing the band. Don't be afraid of being an asshole. I mean, like, obviously don't say you suck. That's the worst thing you could possibly say to a client. But it's like, let's work together and try and make something great. That's usually what I try and do anyway. Oh, when am I going to demo the Sun Beta lead? There's a good question. Demo the Sun Beta lead. That's a good question. Oh, geez. Glenn, show us the shirt. What shirt? This is Eris Effects. Hey, greetings from New Orleans. I went to my honeymoon in New Orleans. Doesn't that work both ways to some degree? What do you mean? Like making the band play better? Yeah, you guys play better, I'll make a better mix. That's how it works both ways. If you don't play as good, I can't make as good of a mix. Oh, somebody says, thanks, man. Your videos help me get started in engineering. Fantastic, man. Thank you so much for writing that. That really makes my day. Hello from Kiev, Ukraine, by the way. Oh, that's fantastic. Wow, I've always wanted to visit. Glad if I tried a JCM 800. I grew up in the 80s. Of course I tried a JCM 800. Never liked them. Or musicians that don't understand why click tracks are important. I'm starting to get away from click tracks a little more, I think. We've all heard the overproduced, hyper time aligned, everything on a grid recordings in metal for like the last 10, 15 years. And honestly, it's getting a little old because everything is starting to sound the same. Everybody's got the exact same perfect, kick drum patterns. Everyone's, vintage 30 with an SM57. Everybody's doing the exact same thing. Nobody's doing anything new. So I'm wondering what happens if we turn off the metronome and just record, turn off the grids and just let the band play. I'm wondering if you could do that with a tech metal band. I mean, like, obviously, like power metal or many different styles of metal, groove metal, or, stoner rock, that kind of stuff. You could definitely turn that off. Could you do it with power? Could you do it with tech metal? I don't know. That would be interesting to see. And, I've done some hardcore. I did a couple like hardcore crossover bands in the early 2000s like that. And the vibe we got on those records, I mean, like the production wasn't great, but the vibe, holy crap, man. you know, those albums were raging. The first Woods of Ypres record was Not to a Click. That's the sound of the band jamming. And, you know, that one went on to become a black metal classic. And no metronome. That was just the band. The second one had no metronome as well, but let's not go into that. Because that tempo's all over the place, and there's a good reason why you should never let the drummer record the drums by himself with no other musicians. Oh, why did I ever agree to that? Oh. No, let's go to the second Woods of Ypres album. Vox metal, I don't know. Liam Tobin. Well, thank you very much, Liam Tobin. That was very generous, but you should have written down a question, man. Woods kick ass. Okay, thoughts on modern progressive metalcore, aka gent. I can't wait for the next big thing in metal. Have I tried a DIY mic kits? No. And I know Roswell, you know, they're like, I think either they do it or they've got a sister company that makes DIY mic kits. And if I had time, I would do it, but I'm doing 3 videos a week. So I don't know if I could actually pull it off or not. Hey, my new project, we crap metal new style. New Judas Priest album, good or bad? From what I've heard, it's very good. I haven't had a chance to really sit down and listen to the whole thing, but hey, whatever. Oh, Justin Nyhart. Hey, thanks so much to be helpful to you guys. Yeah, you know, I get that quite a bit these days, you know, and it's so interesting to see that. Oh. Remember to bring a helmet to your driving class. Okay. Mixing black metal with metalcore. Okay. Even with no Downing or Tipton. Well, Tipton played on the record, and, you know, Andy Sneap's been a friend for years. So I actually got to meet him backstage when they played London, Ontario, him and Richie. Richie I've known for a couple of years. Richie's a fan of the show, believe it or not. So it was really bizarre going to see, you know, the band that really got me interested in playing music and was a big inspiration for me. And going to see them, and the 2 guitar players are actually guys I know, and I'm like, what is wrong with this picture? But still, it was pretty cool. I wanted to go see them live. You know, they pulled it off. You know, and see, Andy was definitely playing the "I hope I can keep up" game, and that's not to be harsh on Andy. I think he did a bang up job, but you can tell he was still very, very, very green at that point. And it's like some of those Glenn Tipton leads are not easy. Actually, Richie Faulkner was doing double duty there for a lot of them. He was doing a lot of the Tipton solos as well. Richie is a fucking incredible guitar player. He's just absolutely amazing. But the one thing that impressed me was seeing Judas Priest do Saints in Hell, because they've never ever done it. They did that that was on Stained Class, which came out in 1978. They have never ever played it live until now. And the fact that Halford could do it vocally, that's what was super impressive about that. Let's see here. Somebody's asking me about Aston mics. Jen knows Richie. Yeah, Richie is an incredible guitar player. Yes, he does play. Name a guitar duo, female and male, both shredders and singers. Glenn, go. Shredders and singers. Nope, not happening. Greetings from Kalamazoo. Awesome. Yeah, I remember when they used to make good guitars there. So it's a Gorilla GB70 or a Line 6 Spider 5. The Gorilla, I think. I don't know. Tough one. Best OD boost. I got that. Hold on. This is the Eris Effects Rick and Morty Portal Drive. It's wubba lubba dub dub. This is freaking amazing. What can I do while my guitarist plays solos? Play rhythm, play bass? I don't know. Are you a singer? You didn't tell me. Oh, geez, Rick. This is actually the Eris Effects Savage Drive. It's just redone with new graphics, and this is a lot of fun. Yeah, so this is fucking awesome. This is great. Take care, Summer Triangle. Oh, geez, Glenn. Yeah, Benjamin Zachary. Is the end of the contest still the 17th? I might extend it. We'll see how many entries I get by the 17th. If you haven't got it done, why are you wasting your time out here? Go fucking get it recorded. Fucking hop to it. Quit making excuses. Oh, yeah. Please, yeah. For everybody watching, yeah, please do me a favor. Hit the like button. That would be really amazing. That would be, yeah, just super awesome. I'm actually going to pull this up on my channel and see how many likes we got. So give me 2 seconds here. I'm just going to slide on over here. Oh, how are we doing here? Slide on over here. Yeah, we got 300 people on, 339 people watching now. Can we get everybody hit the like button? That'd be really awesome. Oh, how are we doing? Slide on over here. Yeah, we got 300 people on, 339 people watching now. Can we get everybody hit the like button? That'd be really awesome. Oh, how are we doing here? Whoa, what is going on? Getting a little bit of an echo there. The likes doubled. We'll see. Okay, let me take that down. Let's see here. Paste and go. Just be a second here, folks. 201. 200 likes. Oh, come on. That's pathetic.
I'm thrilled to have been awarded.
Come on, 216. Come on, it's not that hard to hit the like button. Anyway, all right. Glenn's YouTube delay. Fuck it. Oh, yeah, that's just because I pulled something up and it was coming back through here. Everybody. Oh, dislike. No, I have not watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure yet. Hey, greetings from New Delhi, India. Outstanding. So nice of you to drop by. Who is that? Okay. I'm gonna try to pronounce this right. Tanshik Ratan. I think it's super awesome that there's a metal scene in India. I think that's fucking great. Actually, if you guys haven't checked it out, you should check out Headbanger's Kitchen. I think the host is from India or he's based in India or something like that, and he does some really sick keto recipes. And he's a metal guy. Glad, tell my bass player to bring his amp to rehearsal. His name is Philippe Soto. Hey, Philippe, bring your fucking amp to practice, you lazy cunt! Okay, did someone just motherfucking say JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Am I missing something? Should I really be watching this show or what? Snare wire comparison video. Wondering should I buy that Pure Sound wire. Okay, you know what? I'll have to get Cam down for that. Yeah, okay. Give me a sec here. And, yeah, I've got several different snare wires, so yeah, I can do that. Yeah, Cameron Webb, you know, when him and I were discussing, he likes the big 42 strand wires. So I thought that was quite interesting on his part. Gain staging tips. Yes. Okay. Gain staging. That's actually a good one. You know, and I'll say this about gain staging. I run my mixes really freaking hot. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to rag me out. And maybe that is deserved. Maybe I should be, you know, turning things down a bit, but I don't know. I just can't get my drums to kind of coalesce unless I start running things really freaking hot. What the hell is that? I saw your video on the rev generator, but when I actually tried it, I was very impressed. Okay. So you weren't impressed on my demo, but you liked it in real life. Thanks a lot. That just made my day. Okay. Gorilla Toll Booths asks, hey, I received my drum set from Sweeter. Floor tom and bass drum didn't ship with heads or tuning rods. How do I go about getting those? Ooh, that's not right. Well, first off, call Sweetwater, call their tech support, and call whoever your sales engineer was and find out where the hell the stuff is. You know, I don't have your real name, unfortunately, so it's not like I can call somebody up at Sweetwater and say, hey, yeah. Rabia's demo sounded better than yours to me. Okay, well, okay, great. Jesus Christ. Well, thanks a lot, fucker. Opinion on Waves plugins. I actually just started working with Waves. So I hope to I hope to be demoing some Wave stuff here on the show and get you guys some discounts fairly soon. So that should be pretty cool. I really want to try out, you know, the SSL channels and that kind of stuff. Cameron Webb, I was at his place not too long ago and he was trying out like the new Sheps channel, however the hell you pronounce that. And he was really impressed with it and it seemed pretty neat. So Waves PRS amp sim. Yes, I do have that. But unfortunately I still haven't figured out how to get it working here. On the live stream because I really got to demo that. Maybe when I get back from TGU. Guitars through bass amps. Thoughts? Caius did it. Worked for them. Thoughts on Kurt Ballou? Sure, why not? Seamus, thank you. I have no idea what SEKs are, but okay, great. Well, thank you. Tool, Glenn, say something about the band Tool. Something about the band Tool. Tool, yeah. What's not to like? Yeah, I think they're great. Just reading all these bloody comments, trying to keep up. What good guitar modeling app for playing metal? Get a real amp. I don't know. Did I try Henning's amps? Any thoughts on the diesel stuff? You know, that's the one amp I didn't try. We played through a bunch of stuff. I don't think we went through the one of the Dietzels or not. Yeah, Chernobyl's like, hey, Mercurial. Yes, I actually demoed some of the Mercurial stuff. It's not bad. Gearfest worth attending. Yes, it is a blast. I have a great, I try to go every year and it's always a good time. Always enjoy the hell out of that. What's the difference between a Christian and a bass player? Patrick Gren, I have done a demo on an Evertune guitar. Ugh. Watch the show, people. You know, here's the thing. I just passed 666 episodes, okay? I have been doing this, 3 days a week for the last 3 years or almost 4 years now. You know, there are a lot of demos, there is a search bar. Thoughts on Greta Van Fleet? My partner I work with, he's okay. I gotta turn these questions off because I'm getting distracted. You guys are hilarious. My partner's a big fan of Greta Van Fleet, and he's starting to do some artwork for him. So who knows? I don't know. I hear they're a lot like Zeppelin. I don't know. Somebody said, "Do you need a degree in piano?" According to one YouTuber, yes. What? And somebody asked, did I meet Devin Townsend? Yes, of course I met Devin Townsend. Devin's hilarious. Devin's a great guy. Yeah, I'd really want to get him on the show at some point. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Thoughts on Queen of the Stone Age? Yeah, they should have kept doing Caius. Bring back TJ. Well, that's up to TJ, not me. He's always welcome here, but that really depends on him. Right now he's just at a point where he doesn't want to do it anymore. So I think that kind of sucks. But hey, it's his choice. Got to respect that. Whatever. Moving on. Thoughts on Behemoth? Yes, that Devin Townsend, Rusty. Yes, Devin's a good shit. Actually, it was kind of surreal at NAMM because he came up to me. Apparently, he watches the show, so that was pretty cool. That kind of made my day. I've been a big fan. I've been a big fan of Devin's work for years, ever since he first popped up in Steve Vai's band. And I was still really pissed at him because he did a cover of Judas Priest, "The Sinner," which is the one song I wanted to do once I got my production skills up to snuff, and he did just such an incredible job at it. I'm like, well, fuck that. There's no way I'm ever going to top that. So there goes that dream out the window. Greetings from Dubai. Wow. Hey, that's fucking cool. Thoughts on a video on mixing drums with free plugins? Okay. Why not do a whole mix with free plugins? That's actually a cool idea. You know, we should totally do that. I should have Psycho Stick on the show. Yes, I should. But let's do that. Let's do a tutorial how to mix metal with nothing but free plugins. I think that'd be a really cool fucking W1 Limited. Yeah, there's a couple. I use LoudMax 64 as a free limiting plugin that seems to work really well. I use that quite a bit, actually. I use that for my voiceover in my show, believe it or not. That's just a killer thing. Greetings from an odd exotic place that says, wow. Greetings from true metal country. I don't know whether that's Sweden or Detroit. Favorite non-Japanese musician? I don't know. There's a lot of them. Are you talking about Asian and non-Japanese? I don't know, man. That's a bizarre question, but so cool. You're saying hi from the Philippines. That's great. Yes, nobody. Oh, Jellyman 42. Gate on during recording or the mix? The mix. Always the mix. You want to get the source, you want to get the whole source and be able to make choices later. Depending, guitars, I'll just gate manually. I'll just sit there and, chop stuff out. Drums, I'll use gates these days. The gates have gotten really good on toms. So most of the time I'll just gate the toms. I'll just gate the toms with software, but every now and then I'll gate them manually. It all depends on how the drummer hits. If he's very well defined, I can just use a proper gate. If they're sludgy, if he's a little bit of a weak hitter and heavy on the cymbals, maybe I'll have to manually gate. Favorite amp that isn't a Rev? Ooh, 5150 dual rectifier, my Gallion Kruger MLE. And yeah. I got to do a show on this. Let me show you guys this. This is cool. Back in 1 sec. Found it. Now this is special. All right, so somebody was asking about my favorite amp that isn't a Rev. Here's one of my absolute favorite amps. And this is definitely not going to make you sound like anybody else out there. This is the Gallion Kruger MLE. Ooh. This is, 100 watts stereo, solid state amp. Whole top is a heatsink. This was my stage amp from 93 to about 96, till about 2000, actually. I didn't get my dual rectifier till year 2000. I got that as a wedding present to myself. And this thing is completely solid state, and it's fucking gnarly as shit. No, it's a guitar amp. It is not a bass amp. And Gallion Kruger during the 80s, they did they were on Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind, and Seventh Son, and they developed this. This is just a crushing little fucking amp. It's stereo chorus, and what's it got? Yeah, it's got a little reverb on it too. So yeah, I used to run 2 cabs, and it was awesome. Okay, so yeah, yeah, I really got to do an episode on that. That's a gnarly sounding amp. It's really got its own tone, and for those people who are getting a little tired of the whole, let's simulate an amp or let's try and sound like everybody else. Yeah, that is quite unique. That and a Marshall Valve King. Or not Valve King, sorry, the Valve State. Sorry. You put on the Static X records. That was a Valve State. That's a pretty cool amp too. What is it? Tommy Victor used that on the Prong record. Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Necks. That was a Valve State as well. Killer amp. So William Hagen is asking, yo Glenn, my 120 watt PV amp is giving horrible feedback at loud volumes. What could be the problems? The guitar, cables, or the amp itself? I remember when I got my Jackson Flying V, it used to have feedback like crazy. And turns out it was the pickups. And they just sit there and vibrate in the body cavity. And I swapped them out for some EMGs and they were fine after that. You might want to take a look at maybe getting a cheap gate pedal to start with and see there, try different guitars, see if that's it. And just see how much gain you've got on that amp. Maybe you've got a little too much. And, you're just pushing things a little too hard there. But the pickup can definitely be a problem. Like I said, I ran into that once before. Do I prefer Swedish or Finnish metal? Yeah, there's a difference. Oh my God, I'm going to start World War III here right now. Shout out to those old times over the Sneap War. It's a great place to learn and look where some of those dudes are now. Proud of you, Glenn. Slash Van Young. Dude, who were you on the Sneap Forum? Yeah, it's amazing how many of us from the Sneap Forum went on to have careers. Ola, England, obviously, Joey Sturgis, the Periphery guys, my buddy Jason Constantine. There were a ton of us who hung out on there. Lasse Lammert, Brett from Calissa. Why do you think Guthrie's named the greatest guitar player on the planet? Because he's better than all of us put together, probably? Recommendations for a tremolo pedal. Try a Joyo. They're cheap. And if you don't like it, that way you didn't spend a lot of money. Can we, the fans, send you gear gifts? Yes. I always like free stuff. What kind of a question is that? Yeah, I guess it's fucking creepy and weird, but okay, sure. Actually, some people have sent me some really nice stuff. Somebody sent me the Star Wars Despecialized Edition, and that's like probably the greatest fan gift ever. That was really nice because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and getting to see the movies on Blu-ray format. The actual movies I grew up with, not the not the fix-ups. That was great. So yes, that was awesome. Do I use pedals during recording or in general? Wah pedals, maybe an overdrive depending on the amp. That's about it. TJ the drummer, more hentai shirts. Holy shit, it's TJ, everybody. Everybody say hi to TJ. Send more hentai shirts. God. Yeah. Holy shit. Hi, Snuggles. Who's TJ? There we go. Hey, Ethan. I had a guitar tech named TJ. Okay, great. This is amazing. Love all the love. Yep. How many? Oh, what's this? How many of you? I just have to ask you, Glenn, others, how many of you were part of the online active music forums before YouTube? Name them, and are you still active in them? I am. Dale Weber, that's a good question. I was on what is it? The EQ magazine forums. I don't even know if those are around anymore. That's where I really got started. That's where the Mixer Man forum diaries got started. What was that? That was like, where the hell that got moved over to something else? EQ Magazine forum. No, I don't know. It's not there. Anyway, yeah, it was the EQ Magazine forum. That was great. Yeah, like I said, Mixer Man was on there. Roger Nichols was on there, and I used to read his stuff all the time because he was very sage-like and had some great advice. Roger did, like Steely Dan and a lot of the John Denver stuff and whatnot. Just made stellar records. And dude was a huge influence on me, especially in my very early days. Let me see here. I'm still on Gear Sluts. I still pop in there every now and then. I think I got like my 15-year badge there or something. Let me see here. The Saw Studio Forum. Yep. And I drop in there once in a blue moon. And then, yeah, the Andy Sneap Ultimate Metal Forum. Those are the ones I was really active on. Anyway. So, yes, Engel, yes or nay? Yes, I've got an Engel cab. It's awesome. Engel amp, not so much. I much prefer Rev, and maybe I should introduce Jen to what a Rev sounds like, and she can try playing through an awesome amp for a change. Oh, where and in between what do I put the IR thingy when I program a preset on my Helix? Even this question makes me sound like a moron, but I don't have the Helix. It's like in the software, it's really easy. You just load up an IR and away you go. Tell you what, Jen, maybe we'll have you demo the Helix floor unit on the show at TGU, and then we can go through that because I think that'd be cool. And I'm sure the guys at Line 6 will just love to give me that, but we'll make it happen. Glenn, have you ever recorded a song purely digital? Program drums, amp sims, only plugins, etc. Yes, of course. Actually, here's something you guys didn't know. I started my studio with Roland V drums. No, I actually had a set of Tama Techstars. Yeah, I started with Tama Techstars, all software, and I think we started with acoustic cymbals. Then I got a Roland V drum kit and went completely electronic drums. And slowly started bringing the acoustic elements back in after all the drummers just bitched and 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 then bitched about bitching. It was insane, the level of bitching the drummers made about the V drums. It was just ridiculous. And Demon Burger uses Engel. Yes, enough said. Okay, yes, they should really try Rev. Anyway, so yes, I did tons of electronic drum stuff, and eventually got into real drums because I knew, that's what I really wanted to do. And yeah, it's been real drums for me ever since like 2001, 2002. Favorite track on Against the Seasons. On Against the Seasons, it was Meeting Place and Time. That turnaround with the snare there in the beginning, that was my idea, where we muted the guitars because those originally just kept going. So little known fact there. And the 8 layers of Aaron Palmer voice vocal there. Meeting Place and Time. That was my idea as well. And favorite song on the second record was Pursuit of the Sun and the Lord of the Earth. I think it was part 2. Those neat harmonies near the end of the second part. Very cool stuff. Dude, I watch Metalocalypse. Dude, I've hung out with Ulrich Wild. He recorded the fucking music for Metalocalypse. Yes. I got to mix some real drums, and now I can't stand sample drums. Yeah, welcome to the club. Oh, greetings from Bangalore, India. Awesome. Thank you so much for saying hi. That's great. Best record I ever made. Black Creek in 2006, Betrayer in 2009, some of the Perpetuate stuff. Yeah, it really depends. How about a comparison video of drum tuners? Tom Attention Watch versus Drum Dial. No, they're pretty much the same thing. Drum dial, tom attention watch, you're going to get the same result. It's the same fucking thing. They're just, very minor differences between the two. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Just get whatever works. Do I drink Crown Royal whiskey? Of course not. I'm not a big drinker. I'm not a big fan of drinking at all. I will have a German Weiss beer once in a while, but that's about it. Hey, what do you think of the band Freak Kitchen? Never heard of them. I don't know. Somebody help me out here. Bare knuckle pickups. Everybody seems to like those. I don't know. Oh, hook me up. Okay. V drums versus acoustic hits. Yes, it's like, yeah, there's no comparison. What's the best song on the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son? The one where it ended. Sealed caps for recording Steve Morgan, yes. Two blended mics for guitar, great. Would four mics sound better? Probably not, because you're going to run into all sorts of phase issues and whatnot. Even three mics, I've tried that. If you guys would recommend, hey, try like a third mic in there, and yeah, I don't know. I'm going to do that. I've got the Toman T-Mix, and I'm going to be trying that out. It's got 4 preamps instead of 2, and I am going to try just bringing in a couple of extra mics to see what happens. Go put on White Lion. I know, obscure reference, and everyone's like, ew, but I swear they were like, they had like 12 mics on the one cab or something stupid like that. It was pretty ridiculous, but that's what it took to get that tone. So, never say never. 157 is great, but, having options and, doing blends can be... Can sometimes be just the ticket. And like I said, everyone. Oh, hang on. Hey buddy, gotta go. Thanks for the time responses. See you soon. Can't wait. TGU18 is gonna rule it. We'll have a blast. Everybody say bye to Jen. See you, Jen. Thanks for hanging out for a while. Always cool to see you on here. And check out her record, by the way, Insanity. It's pretty cool. And she can definitely play circles around most of us. Yeah, fuck you too, Jen. Fuck, anyway. Oh, man. Thoughts on the Harley Benton Mighty Fifth going direct through torpedo captor using cab sim? I have the Mighty Fifth. I need to demo it. It's on my to-do list. You're the best. Everything to do reaction videos to pop songs. Hey! That is a fucking spectacular idea. Wow. Who said that? I can't remember. Thank you. That's going to be great. I could just see where that went. That's going to be hysterical. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta call Brandon. We're gonna do that. We need to find out. Yeah, that's great. That is great. Okay. Hey, peddling Prince. Wow, that is a spectacular idea. I think I am gonna do that. Reactions to metal covers of pop songs. No. Reactions to pop covers of metal songs. That might work. Any Japanese band I like. Gunship 666, Maximum the Hormone. Hell, I like Yui. She's got a spectacular voice. Yeah, there's all kinds of great all kinds of great Japanese bands. I find myself listening to some of them because it's just a little bit different. You know what I mean? You know, I like a lot of Japanese bands just because it's different. It's got a different vibe, and you know, I don't know. Maybe a lot of North American bands are kind of recycling things. Do I think Ola England really makes every amp sound the same? Ooh, of course not. Ola's a good buddy. I've known Ola for a long time. Yeah, Ola does great stuff, and the guy, I don't know how the fuck he does it. You know, good for him. He's just fucking awesome at what he does, though. Black Star Hands makes great doorstops. Glad have I seen High School DxD. Do you want an honest answer? Oh, shit. Yes, of course. Reactions to pop metal covers of Hindi music equals worst idea ever. Yep, that does sound like the worst idea. Are we gonna do like Headbangers reactions to Indian pop music? Yeah, that'd be great. Let's come to the UK soon. I would love to go to the UK again. I don't know. I'll have to talk to the boss, see what she's got to say. I went there a couple years ago, had a great time, just loved England. It was fucking great. It was, you know, going to English pubs was like going to my grandmother's house. It was like I finally understood. It's like, oh, okay, I get it now. And yeah, I really dug English pub culture and just, you know, the whole hanging out and everybody just, you know, being super cool and whatnot. It was fucking great. Come to Seattle. Yes, I would like to. No, I haven't seen Ergo Proxy yet. Really? Okay. No. Let me look that up. That sounds really familiar. What one was that? Okay. I don't know. My is David Gold drums really bad here. Criticism Disturbed, yeah, will always be one of my favorites. Like I said, just go listen to Pursuit of the Sun and the Lord of the Earth. That's all I'm going to say of that. Listen to the tempos on those. No, I have not seen Ergo Proxy yet. I just wrote that down. I'll check that out. And yes, I do watch some of the Marvel Cinematic movies. Yes, I just went to go see Infinity War last weekend. That was great. Oscar with C. Fuck off. Seriously. Anyway, what are we doing here? Yeah, we're about an hour in here. All right. I have golden here. Slapping bass in the metal record. Yes, of course. Oh, hey, you know what? That's good. That's good. Glenn, thoughts on Harley Benton guitar bass value strings? Would be interesting to see your thoughts about them. You know what? I'm going to try those out at TGU next week. I will do that. And yeah, I will do that. Okay, guys. So that's about an hour right now. And I got to wrap it up because I got a few things to do. I got to put my TGU video up. And Master Puppets are rust in peace. Rust in peace by far. But like I said, we're going to be at TGU and at Toman on Wednesday. And, you know, Jen Mugera is going to be there. Nita Strauss is going to be there. You know, Tyler Larson, myself, Pixie Licks, Robert Baker, who the fuck else is going to be there? There's just Mary Spender, shit. And a bunch of guys I've never heard of. Actually, Pete Cottrell's going to be there. Colin Scott's going to be there. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to hanging out with everybody there. And it's gonna be a real good time. So, you know, make sure you guys watch. I'm going to see if we can do some live streams while they're there. It should be a lot of fun. And thanks again. Thanks so much for hanging out. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna see if we can do a live stream from there. So we will check that out and see if we can make that happen. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for your support. Guys, I'm gonna ask this. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. It would really make my day. It would just be a huge help for the channel as well. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next week. Take care, everybody.